Good evening, everyone. Welcome back after a couple of weeks off here from the Waterloo City Council. Welcome to the regularly scheduled Monday, January 7th meeting of the Waterloo City Council. All of those that are in the audience and those that might be watching on our public access television. Madam Clerk, would you start us by reading the roll, please?
Yes, Ms. Cole?
Here.
Mr. Getty?
Here.
Mr. Jones?
Here.
Mr. Greenwood?
Here.
Mr. Schmidt?
Here.
Mr. Welper?
Here.
Mr. Hart?
Here.
Very good. Thank you, Council. If all would please join me in standing for just a moment of silent prayer or reflection. Thank you very much. Our Pledge of Allegiance this evening is going to be led by Sandy Greco, our Superintendent of Traffic Operations. Sandy, please.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. You may be seated.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Hart.
I'd like to make a motion to approve an amended agenda. And those amendments are in 1B3, and that's to change Vern Nelson III from appointment to reappointment. Another amendment is in number 8 to change the wording to clarify the amount as annual and not hourly. And number 11 to change the date of the hearing. Also with the approval, at number 13, to set the date of hearing to open bids on the back of the amended part. And also with the approval of the amended agenda, I move that we approve the minutes of December 17th, 2012's regular session and also December 27th, 2012 special session as proposed.
Second.
Council, do you have any questions or concerns about the agenda of the minutes? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we receive, place on file, and approve the consent agenda, items 1A through B12. And also with the approval of the consent agenda, I move that we approve the bills payment schedule, which will be read by our finance chair.
The bills this week are $2,518,003.51. That's 2,518,003.51.
Second.
Council, do you have any questions regarding the consent agenda? Roll call vote. Madam Clerk?
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Very good. The motion carries. And before we move on into our public hearings, a couple of things worth mentioning. Jim Ellis and Vern Nelson III, who I don't see either one here, have been reappointed to our Main Street Board. And Main Street is an extremely important entity within the city. They do a lot for the city as general and specifically downtown. So to Jim and to Vern Nelson III, thank you both very much for participating and being involved. And on the last page in our council packet, it's under public information, but it's very much worth noting that we have two firefighters here with us tonight that are getting some significant promotions. So Marty, if you would stand, Marty Freshwater has been promoted to battalion chief effective January 2nd, and Ryan Mahood has been promoted to fire captain effective January 6th. And I know both of these men, they've been with us for a long time, and they do an outstanding job with Waterloo Fire Rescue. So guys, congratulations to both of you, and just keep up the good work. Thanks very much. Should I add my usual caveat, Mr. Schmidt, do you think?
I don't think you need to tonight.
Don't think I need to tonight. Okay.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Hart.
To move to receive and file proof of publication of notice of public hearing for the request for the vacation of a portion of public alley in Block 18 of Linden Place, otherwise known as the former Lafayette School site, located at 2265 Lafayette Street and subject to the retention of a utility easement over, under, and upon the area to be vacated.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries, and the hearing is now open. Madam Clerk, were there any written objections on file to item number 2?
There were none.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak either for or against item number 2 on our agenda tonight? A second time?
Mr. Mayor, I move to close the hearing and receive along, and also,
Told you it's been a long time.
yeah, I've got a tied tongue, not tongue-tied, but motion to close the hearing and also add the recommendation of the approval of Planning, Programming, and Zoning Commission.
Second.
Council, do you have any questions or comments regarding item number 2?
No, sir.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mayor, I move to receive, file, consider, and pass for the first time an ordinance vacating a portion of public alley in Block 18 of Linden Place, otherwise known as the former Lafayette School site, located at 2265 Lafayette Street and subject to the retention of a utility easement over, under, and upon the area to be vacated.
Second.
Very good. It's a roll call vote. Madam Clerk, please.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move to suspend the rules.
Second.
Madam Clerk, please.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Very good. The motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move to consider and pass for the second and third times and adopt the ordinance.
Second.
Madam Clerk, please.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 3, please.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Schmidt.
Item number 3, I'd like to make a motion to receive and file proof of publication of notice of public hearing, and that's for the 5 Sullivan Brothers Convention Center audio-visual sound system.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries, and the hearing is now open. Madam Clerk, are there any written objections on file to item number 3?
There were written comments. They are on file in the clerk's
There
office.
are written comments on file in the clerk's office regarding this. They weren't necessarily objections, but they were suggestions and comments. So they are on file in the clerk's office. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak either for or against item number 2? Excuse me, item number 3? Second time?
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to close the hearing and file the written comments.
Second.
Council, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to adopt a resolution confirming approval of specifications, bid document, et cetera.
Second.
Madam Clerk, it's a roll call vote.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to adopt a resolution authorizing to proceed.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones? Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to receive and file and instruct the city clerk to open and read bids and refer to building official maintenance administrator for review.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. While the city clerk is, by the way, the estimate on this project is $125,000. And just for your information, Marty and Ryan, you guys, well, this is a great civics lesson. If you guys don't want to stay and watch the whole council meeting, you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings if you don't stay. So,
Your children will thank you.
Just remember when your pay raises come.
The first bid is from DB Acoustics Incorporated of Marion, Iowa. The bid bond is in the form of a check for $3,600. And the bid is for $71,995, 71,995.00. The next bid is from Sound Concepts Incorporated of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The bid bond is for 5%. And the total bid is $129,800, 129,800.00.
Craig?
There's one more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here's one.
This bid is unmarked, so I'm not sure who it's from. The bid bond is for 5%, and it's from Don's TV and Appliance Incorporated, doing business as Maximum Sight and Sound. And the bid is for $111,498, 111,498.00.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Is that it now?
That's it.
Craig, please. Item number 4,
Oh,
please.
wait.
I'm sorry.
No, that was-
Item number 4, please.
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Greenwood?
make a motion to receive, file, proof of publication, notice of a public hearing. That's for demolition and site clearance services with regulated asbestos-containing materials for 936 West 7th Street.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries, and the hearing is now open. Madam Clerk, are there any written objections on file?
There were none.
Anyone in the audience would like to speak for or against this item, item number 4? The second time.
I make the motion to close the hearing.
Second.
Council, do you have any questions? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to adopt a resolution confirming approval of requests for proposals, plans, specifications, form of contract, etc.
Second.
Madam Clerk, please.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolution authorizing to proceed.
Second.
Madam Clerk?
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones? Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion to receive and file and instruct city clerk to open and read the bids and refer to the community planning and development director for review.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. There are 3 bids for this item with an estimate of $29,000.
The first bid is from Active Thermal Concepts of Hiawatha, Iowa. The bid bond is for 5%. And the bid is for $29,939, 29,939.00. The next bid is from Benton Sand and Gravel of Cedar Falls, Iowa. The bid bond is for 5%. And the bid is for $15,650, 15,650.00. And the final bid is from Kelly Demolition LLC of Mount Vernon, Iowa. And the bid bond is for 5%. The bid amount is for $25,840, 25,840.00.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Roll. 5, 6, and 7, please, under resolutions.
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Welper.
number 5 is a resolution approving the submission of application to the Iowa Department of Justice Attorney General's Office, Crime Victim Assistance Division, for a grant to be used to fund the Domestic Abuse Response Team program. Number 6 is a resolution approving a temporary closure of the DeWitt Road immediately north and south of U.S. Highway 20, and a temporary closure of the existing recreational trail in the vicinity of DeWitt Road for the construction of the DeWitt Road water main extension. And number 7 is a resolution approving the amendment to the City of Waterloo cafeteria plan.
Second.
Council, do you have any questions or concerns? Mr. Greenwood.
What's the timeline on number 6?
Dennis Clark, Waterworks General Manager. We anticipate letting the project probably in March. Contractor should be starting shortly after that. It's an extremely long bore underneath the highway, so it's a little difficult to project the exact time, but we shouldn't be blocking anyone from access to their property with the project. It'll be completed next construction season.
Okay. I mean, as far as the bike trail for the people,
Again, it's hard to say depending on how difficult this is. The bore is over 40 feet deep, and if they run into any problems that could lengthen things, if things go well, I would guess we'd be probably 4 to 8 weeks.
okay. Thank you.
Further? Roll call vote, Madam Clerk, please.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt? Yes. Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Motion's carried. Could we do the next 4, please, 8, 9, 10, and 11?
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Hart.
8, I move to adopt a resolution approving agreement with Gallagher Benefit Service, Inc. for an hourly billing rate not to exceed, what did I say?
Hourly.
That's what I get for joking earlier. To exceed $5,000 annually to provide up to 2 years of consulting services to develop recommended annual funding rates and reserve margins, and authorize city clerk to execute said agreement. Number 9, I move to adopt a resolution approving submission of application for a Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau Event Capital Project Grant in the amount of $10,250 with the city match of $10,250 to purchase equipment for dugouts and traveling sprinklers for Field 7 and 8 located in Riverfront Sports Park. And 10, I move to adopt a resolution approving Convention and Visitors Bureau Board recommendations for funding the following hotel, motel tax mini grants request: Faith Basketball Academy in the amount of $2,070, and Waterhawks Ski Team in the amount of $2,430. And 11, I move to adopt a resolution, set a date of hearing as January 14, 2013, to approve a request from Blackhawk Contracting and Development on the sale and conveyance of city-owned property otherwise known as Lot 12, Block 14 of 2nd Edition to Grandview Place for the purpose of constructing single-family housing, and instruct city clerk to publish a notice.
Second.
Council, do you have any questions or concerns regarding any of those 4? Madam Clerk, please, or roll call votes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Motion carried. Item number 12, please.
Mayor.
Mr. Getty.
Make a motion to receive and file, consider and pass for the 3rd time an ordinance vacating a portion of San Martin Drive generally located between Galactic Drive and West 4th Street west of Haynesboro for the development agreement with Sunnyside South Edition LLC for the vacation sale and conveyance of a portion of San Martin Drive, generally located between Galactic Drive and West 4th Street, west of the Amesboro, for $1 plus cost for the purpose of relocating the roadway for the creation of new residential lots within the city of Waterloo.
Second.
Council, we have any questions or concerns regarding this? Madam Clerk, it's a roll call vote.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Very good, the motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, make a motion, we adopt a resolution approving said development agreement and authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute said document.
Second.
Madam Clerk's roll call vote.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Motion carries. I'm sorry?
Mr. Greenwood?
Mr. Green.
Yes.
Jumped the gun. Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Getty.
make a motion, we adopt a resolution authorizing said sale and conveyance and authorize the city attorney to prepare and deliver deed accordingly.
Second.
It's a roll call vote,
Mr.
please.
Mayor, if I-
Mr. Schmidt, yes.
I've got a couple questions I'd like to ask if I could.
Okay,
Thank
sure.
you. I know I got an email from some folks that are runners and bikers and that type of thing, and they raised the question I couldn't find in the documentation about the width of the new road once it's built, if it's going to be similar to the, I think it's 28 feet is what the roads are like in that Sunnyside, Audubon area, and they were just wondering if that's going to be what that is, and I couldn't find that in the documentation we got.
Mr. Anderson, please.
Noel Anderson, Community Planning Development Director. We haven't seen any fully detailed plans yet. Obviously, this is one step. Another step in this process will be the platting process that would actually plat the lots out and have that roadway design that will show the exact width, the exact design, drainage, all that stuff as part of this process. So that would be forthcoming. It's just we don't have those details yet.
Would that road, I mean, would it be logical that that road would be viewed at all from this whole Blue Zones discussion that we're having with Kimball and University and, you know, those, when we're building a whole new road like this, wouldn't that be an opportune time to get some biking paths and walking paths and things like that?
I would say definitely. We look at that with all of our new subdivisions, both business and residential. There's also a recreational trail proposed to be along that entire south part of the community at some point along the San Martin corridor. You may recall we went back and designed parts of that back through the Tower Park area. So we'll be looking at where we can make some of those improvements. Fitzway was also put in with a trail system along it to serve VGM from the Amesboro section. So we'll be looking at that as part of the subdivision process.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Mayor, I just have one other question. I know previously, last time we talked about this, there was a question raised about whether or not we should be voting on this while it's in litigation. And I thought 6 months ago or 9 months ago, whenever it was last time we voted on this, we were told we shouldn't while it's in litigation. So I just wanted to affirm or reaffirm that we're now told by legal staff that it is okay to vote for this. That's
That would
correct.
be correct, Mr. Schmidt, and I had the same concerns, I think, as we all did. But we have contacted our representatives from Allers and Cooney Law Firm, who is representing the city in this. They have assured us that we are not putting ourselves or the project in any jeopardy by moving forward with this at this time. What the intent here is so that we can have all of the procedural stuff out of the way so that if we should prevail in the courts, that we can start when spring gets here. And
Okay, thank
we
you.
have been assured that we are not putting ourselves in any jeopardy by doing so.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Cole?
I
Ms.
just feel I need to offer a comment as to why I am voting on this issue now. A conflict is necessary for a council person to abstain from a vote, and I simply do not have one, and therefore don't have the right to abstain. VGM Group is my employer, and it is a 100% employee-owned entity, and it has no legal connection with this venture now being voted upon. I have no stock ownership interests or other financial interest of any kind in any of the companies in this project, so I will cast a vote.
Thank you, Ms. Cole.
Without further comment, Mr. Greenwood?
I did receive a email from a resident who lives out that way. And he said, feel free to submit this as a public comment, but we're not, it's not actually a hearing, though.
No, not technically, Bob, but if he was here, I would allow him to speak. If you'd like to read the comment in the
Okay.
record, please do so.
In seeing there will be discussion on the San Martin development Monday night, I got a question since there has been minimal construction details in the paper. I'm an avid jogger, frequently use San Martin. San Martin is currently 24-foot wide, curbless, and has nice groomed shoulders. The shoulders allow me to stay clear of traffic. My understanding is the relocated road will be curbed on both sides, similar to my street, Thrush Drive, and even West 4th Street from San Martin to Ridgeway. Thrush is 28-foot wide and allows parking on both sides. At this width, two-way traffic can pass even if there is a parked car on one side. If 28-foot is specified width for the new San Martin, I don't think there will be a problem for foot or bike traffic. If width is specified less than 28 foot, I'd like to raise a concern. If you're told the solution is a sidewalk will be required in front of the new homes, that will be a patchwork process as homes are built. And personally speaking, I think it will take several years to fill the 28 lots. Feel free to submit this as a public comment. Appreciate your decisions. Roger Judas, 1781 Thrush Drive.
Thank you, Mr. Greenwood. Further comments? Madam Clerk, it's a roll call vote.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Motion carries. We have item number 13, please.
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Hart?
it's a move to instruct Leisure Services Director to prepare specifications, bid documents, et cetera, for the purchase of John Deere 5115M tractor and attachments.
Second?
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move to receive and file specifications, bid documents, et cetera.
Second?
Council, do you have any questions? That's a roll call vote. Madam Clerk?
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt a resolution preliminarily approving specifications, bid documents, et cetera.
Second?
And that's a roll call vote. Madam Clerk?
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I move to adopt a resolution setting date of hearing and bid opening as January 14, 2013, and instruct city clerk to publish notice of specifications, bid documents, et cetera, and taking of bids.
Second?
Madam Clerk, please.
Mr. Getty?
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. Greenwood?
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt?
Yes.
Mr. Welper?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Ms. Cole?
Yes.
Very good. The motion carries. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of our regularly scheduled business for tonight. If there's anyone in the audience that would like to speak to the mayor or the council, now is the time to do so. Please just approach the microphone and give us your name and address and limit your comments to 3 minutes.
Mayor, move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.